Hi, I'm Megan Kuhn with Powerhouse Real Estate. Today I want to talk to you about choosing a location for your next home. This can be the most difficult part of the transaction because the location is something you can't change on your property. You can change a lot of things like paint, flooring, appliances, but when it comes to location, you're kind of stuck there. So I want to talk to you about how to choose the location and make sure that it's a location that you love before you purchase the home. The first thing to consider when choosing your location is affordability. Your budget might just choose the location for you because certain areas are definitely more affordable than others, just based on the average purchase price, the types of homes that are in that location, etc. So we really want to look at your budget and make sure that you can afford where you want to live. The next thing you want to consider is lifestyle. Your lifestyle is going to come into play. When you're in the process of moving, you might forget about certain things. So we really want to consider, where do you hang out on the weekends? What are things that you love to do? Do you love recreation in the mountains, or do you love being downtown in the city? If you move somewhere that's 30, 40 minutes from where you love to hang out, that's going to be a huge adjustment for you, and it's going to be way out of the way. So you really want to look at your lifestyle and choose a location that is going to be adequate for what you like to do and where you like to spend your time, so that you're not spending hours and hours driving to and from these important places to you. Well, one thing that has come out of the pandemic that's been great is a lot of people are able to work from home. So distance to work isn't as important as it was in the past, and it's really given a lot of people the opportunity to move to these more rural areas, so they're not so focused on downtown. It's more affordable, it's nice and quiet, less populated, and so that's been a huge bonus. But if you are still working in an office, you do want to consider your distance to that office. When you're in the heat of it, you might think that driving 40 minutes isn't going to bother you each way, but when it comes down to it and you think of years and years of doing this, it really might become a problem. So that's something to consider. You really want to think that through and make sure that you're not making life harder for yourself than it needs to be and choosing that location. A few more things to consider when choosing the location are, how is your life going to change in the next 5 years? How long are you planning to be in this home, and how is that going to change? Are you going to add kids? Are you going to change jobs? What are things that might happen in the next 5 years that would determine and make this location not a good location for you anymore? So choosing something that can long term be a good fit for you. When it comes to the location, you really also want to consider busy roads, railroads, jets. These are things that you may not think about before you purchase the home, but if you move in and there's trains going by at 2 in the morning, you're going to regret that decision. So make sure that you consider these things. Some people don't care, and so if you're one of those people, then that's great. But if you really hate a busy road, do not settle. Sometimes you get frustrated and you love the home, and so you think you can settle on that. But if it's something that's important to you, then make sure that you hold your ground on it before you purchase the home. Another thing to consider are crime rates and school ratings. If you have kids in school, then you can look up all of the ratings for the schools online. That's public information, as well as crime rates for the area. We as realtors are not allowed to comment on those things because it's considered steering. But those are things that you can do your research on to make sure that you're comfortable with the schools and the area that you're going to be moving into. So if you have any other questions about choosing a location, this is something that we will work really closely with you on as you purchase your next home, as we act as your real estate agents at Powerhouse Real Estate. We help you to decide what's important to you, what you'd consider and what you won't, and to stick to those things. So give us a call. We'd love to help you purchase your next home. I'm Megan Kuhn with Powerhouse Real Estate.